Hello, I'm going to do the Capricorn energy reading and I'm going to use my Green Witch Tarot. If you are interested in any of the cards that I'm using, please feel free to check out the links down below. All right, so we're going to look at current situation. We have the Holly King, excuse me, which represents the Hermit. And the challenge is the Crone, which is the Strength card. What do you need to focus on? We have the Knight of Pentacles. Your past, what are you leaving behind? I feel like that with the Four of Swords, I feel like it's inactivity and not making changes. Your strengths, we have nature, and that is the Devil card. So that is your own strength and your own power. Near future, I love it. Nine of Cups. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. The advice, Ten of Pentacles. The environment, Ace of Cups. New relationships. Overflowing. Your cup is overflowing. Your hopes and fears. We have the Witch, number 1, which is the Magician. And love it. Possible outcome. We have the Ace of Wands. Beautiful reading. I love this reading. I'm so excited for this. This is so powerful and strong. I absolutely love it. I hope that you can feel that too. I love that we have the Ace of Cups and we have the Ace of Wands. We have the Nine of Cups. We have all of this beautiful energy. The current situation is we have the Holly King, which is the Hermit. And we have the Holly King, which is walking away, and there is a person in the window with the cozy home, but he's choosing to walk away and go into nature. And I feel like what's crossing that is the Strength card, and I feel like there's a move that you want to make. There's something that you want to do. There's someplace you want to go. There's something that you want to do that you're lacking that confidence to do it. Whether it's a new job, a new relationship, it's moving, it's pursuing something that you want to pursue. It could just be maybe you need some time to yourself to be alone and process something and work through something. Maybe you just need that alone time, but I feel like there's something that you want to do that you're not feeling confident enough to go after it and to go do it and to choose yourself. I feel like for some reason you're not choosing you. I feel that for some reason, I just feel like you're not choosing you. You don't have that confidence. That you may have a goal that you want to do. Maybe you want to start your own YouTube channel, your own business. And I feel that maybe you're talking yourself out of it. That you're finding reasons to make something not happen instead of finding those reasons to make it happen. And we all do that. We're all guilty of that. But I feel like that's something that we need to look at. That we need to say, why am I not choosing me? Why am I not going after it? Why am I making excuses to have something not happen? Again, struggling with standing up for yourself. I love it. The Seven of Wands. And moving forward and having that confidence to move forward. Definitely, we all, I'm guilty of it too. That there were goals, there were dreams, there were things that I wanted to have happen, and that I didn't pursue them, that I didn't push through, that there were people around me that stopped me from doing those things, or it was my own thoughts and my own thinking and saying, oh, I can't do that, I'm not this or I'm not that. So I feel like that's what you need to look at and say, why am I stopping myself from this? Why am I limiting myself? No limits. All right, what do you need to focus on moving forward? Knight of Pentacles, making things happen, right? Knight of Pentacles. Focusing on, love it, your Ten of Cups. What does that represent to you? What does a Ten of Cups mean for you? I love it that we have the 9 and 10 of Cups. That's progression. It means moving forward. Surrounding yourself with those partnerships that are supportive to you. Could be that you need to look at the people that you have around you. Are they truly supporting you, or are they holding you back? Are they sometimes we want to believe that people have the best intentions for us. But sometimes when we step back and we look and we're like, you know what? I don't think that person really did, or that person really does. I feel like maybe that person was just looking out for their own intentions and what it is that they wanted. And sometimes when people aren't comfortable with their own lives, but they're kind of holding on to us as a security blanket, and when we start to change and we start to move on, that they feel insecure with that, so they want to pull us back in. Because they don't want us to move on, because they feel like they're going to be left. But that's their own situation, that they have to deal with their own insecurities. And we can't let their insecurities hold us back. So I feel like what you need to focus on is those partnerships, those people, those relationships that you have that are supportive, and you know that you can rely on to help push you forward, and to actually take the actions to move things forward, and to focus on your 10 of Cups. What are you leaving behind? Like I said, it's that I feel like it's controlling energy, that I feel that there's someone around you or something around you, or your own thoughts that are stopping you and finding reasons for you not to do things. And I also feel like it's inactivity, indecision, not sure what to do, not taking the lead in situations. I feel like that's what you're leaving behind. You're like, you know what, I'm going to do it. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to make it happen. Your strengths, we have the Devil card. So I feel like you're a lot stronger than you realize. I feel like your strengths is that when you put your mind to something, that you can make things happen. That if you really sit down and you think about all of the times when you were focused and you said, okay, I want to do this, and you were focused and you put effort and energy into something, and you didn't give up, and you didn't let the negativity bother you, I feel like you made things happen. I feel like you achieved your goals, and that's the energy that you have to focus on. That's what you have to channel. That's what you have to think about. All those times, one time, 100 times, whatever those things are, when you really focused, you didn't give up, you didn't let anything else influence you or bother you, and you just were like, you had your blinders on and you focused, and how you made things happen. You saw what was around you, right? Because we have the bear that's looking at the hunter that's setting the trap, but the bear sees that, and he's like, yep, I'm not falling for that one, right? That you see that that's a trap when you're laser focused. Near future, we have the 9 of Cups. Love it. And I like this card because she can see her reflection of herself in the crystal ball, and we have the cute little ladybug there, and I feel like it's looking at yourself and showing yourself that you are strong, you are powerful, and that you can make things happen, and that you need to rely on yourself. Yes, we have the support of other people around us, but ultimately it's up to you. We have the 9 of Swords. Again, those doubts that may be creeping in. To be aware of those, and with the crystal ball seeing, okay, I see that my mind is going to the negative. I see that sometimes I'm my own worst enemy. Sometimes I have that self-doubt. Sometimes I have that self-sabotaging energy. But I see that, and I'm going to change that. I'm not going to let that get the best of me, because when I laser focus, I make things happen. We have the Justice card, and it's making things happen for yourself. That all of a sudden, like, you make this 9 of Cups happen for you, whatever this 9 of Cups represents for you. It could also just be that emotional fulfillment with yourself, and having that contentment within yourself, and feeling strong within yourself, and saying, yeah, I'm going to make this happen, and I believe in me, I trust in me. I know that I can make these things happen. We have the Advice, we have the 10 of Pentacles, yeah, don't let what other people have to say bother you, the Five of Swords. And work on your Ten of Pentacles. Work on yourself, because this Ten of Pentacles is back up over here, that you can make things happen. Don't let what other people have to say affect you or stop you. Yeah, like I said, if other people around you are insecure within their own life, they're going to try and stop you because they don't want to see you succeed. Or they may not support you as much as you thought that they would support you. That they may just back away. But I feel like what you need to do is you need to work on your Ten of Pentacles. You need to work on yourself. You need to work on not letting what other people have to say bother you and let that get to you. Yeah, that's hard. Especially if you're a people pleaser, that you want to make everybody else happy. But you have to make yourself happy. Because no matter how much you try and make other people happy, if you're still not happy with yourself inside, then it doesn't, there's that horrible emptiness. The environment, we have the Ace of Cups. I feel like that goes with that Nine of Cups to where you achieving that emotional fulfillment. We have the Five of Pentacles, taking that time to yourself. And then we have the Chariot, moving forward, but also realizing that you are in control of that emotional fulfillment. And for you not to put that on other people, for them to fulfill you. Because then you're just doing what I was talking about over here if you feel that other people are doing that to you. You have to find that emotional fulfillment within yourself. You have to do those things for you that make you feel good, that make you feel empowered, that make you feel strong, that make you feel comfortable, that make you feel good. You're in charge of that. And that's the biggest thing that I've been learning and that I've learned, is that I have to do those things that make me feel good. Sometimes you have to make those hard decisions, especially with relationships. But you have to look out for you. Sometimes you have to distance yourself from people. Sometimes you have to cut people off. But you have to look out for yourself. I feel that. You're in charge of your own emotional fulfillment. I know that, when I was not happy in my life, it was like a long time ago, a few decades ago, that I was always buying more animals. Like I was like, oh, if I just get this animal, if I just get another dog, if I just get another cat, if I just get another bird, if I just get my chickens, if I just get, but there was, at first it would be exciting, but then it was like, well, then it would sort of go away. But really what it was is that I wasn't happy with my relationships, and that I had to work on myself. Not that the animals didn't help, or I took care of all my animals, but it was just like, it just never really fulfilled me. But when I found out that I need to do those things to fulfill myself, that's when true happiness happened. That's when true fulfillment happened. That's when that power came in. Because it's like I'm surrounding myself with things that make me happy, or doing those things that make me happy, or speaking up to communicate if something's not making me happy, and to work through things. And then once you're happy within yourself, then you're happy with other people, and yes, it's good to help other people, and that's even more satisfying than it was before. Hopes and fears, we have the Magician, we have the Ten of Wands, and we have the Queen of Swords, trying to figure things out, right? And release those burdens, and being in control, and figuring out, how do I do this? For each person it's different. There is no manual with that, Sometimes we wish there was those manuals. Okay, if I follow all these steps, then this is how I will achieve that. But we all have our own different ways of achieving things, and that personal fulfillment, right? That our own Ace of Cups. We all have our own ways of achieving that, and it's all different. Sometimes there are similarities, but sometimes there are different ways. Doesn't mean any way is right or wrong. but we all have our different ways of doing it, and that's what we have to understand. Someone else may achieve it quicker or slower or in a different way, and that's okay. And we can take things that we can learn from that, and then we can use those parts that we can use, but let go of the things that don't work. People may give us suggestions, and that's okay. We can hear those things, but we need to decide what is best for us. Potential outcome I love is the Ace of Wands, because it's actually taking actions, right? It's doing something about it. That if there's something that you're struggling with, if there's something, right? Do you need that time? What does that Holly King represent? What does that Hermit represent? That time alone, looking within, shining a light on that emptiness. And how do you fulfill it? It's yes, it's good to realize that there's something that needs to be worked on, but it also represents taking actions to make those changes and to not give up on yourself. And sometimes we have those times where we feel like we want to give up. We feel like it's not working. We feel like the changes aren't happening, because in our mind we have, okay, well, if I'm doing this, and this is, this is how it has to happen, or this is how it has to be, or it has to happen within the next week, right? That all of these changes need to happen right away, or we see that this is how it's supposed to happen, but the universe has kind of different plans. Sometimes it happens differently, but it's, again, it's that process, right? That there may be something else that we need to learn first before the next step can come in, but it's hanging in there, right? And not giving up on yourself. Not giving up on yourself. Sometimes we feel like we want to give up. Sometimes we just feel like we're too exhausted, or we're too tired, or we keep trying and nothing's happening. But sometimes if we look back and we say, well, a year ago I was there, or 5 years ago I was there, and look at everything that I've accomplished along the way. All right, let's grab a Star Dragons. Star Dragons for this reading for Capricorn. I love that one. Surrender, letting go of the darkness. I love all those colors with the purples and the greens, and letting go of the Nine of Swords, of the darkness. We have Nine of Swords and we have Nine of Cups. Which one do you want to focus on, right? Nine of Swords, letting go of the darkness. What is it? What does the darkness represent to you? What does that mean to you? Darkness, what is that? And how do you let that go? How do you work on letting that go? Surrender. What is it that you need to surrender? What is it that you're holding on to? Right? I also feel like this Nine of Swords and letting go of the darkness, I feel like that's the hunter with the trap, right? There you are, you're the bear. So this is being set up for you. This Nine of Swords, this darkness here, right? So what does that represent? What are you seeing? What is that trap that is being set for you that you need to release and let go of? For me, I would say it was my self-doubt. I would say that it was feeling like I wasn't good enough and that I couldn't accomplish things, and it was the self-doubt and that thing, that nothing was ever going to happen for me. Not feeling confidence, lack of confidence, I would say. Self-doubt and lack of confidence. Because that's what I grew up with around me. I didn't have that support. I didn't have anyone to help build my confidence up. It was all within myself. But I definitely did things that were very strong and were very confident, and I made changes in my life. So I'm proud of myself for those things, and each time I do those things, I am proud of myself for that. So it's looking back over, yes, I lacked that, but there were definitely times in my life where I did have the confidence and I did make major decisions in my life that helped to change. I just didn't keep it regularly because I seem to find more people that help me that with a lack of confidence. But again, it's, what does that represent to you? We have dog spirit. Be loyal to what you love. I feel like, what are those things that you love to do? For me, like I said before, it was horses, and they always seem to give me that strength, and they made me happy. They made me calm. Being around them give me a sense of security. I felt like I was a good rider. I felt like I was good at it, and that's what helped to build my confidence. So what are those things that you love to do? What is it that you love? Be loyal to what you love. Don't give up on that, right? Feed off of that energy. Those things that you love to do, those people that you love to be around, whatever that is that represents for you. Be loyal to that, because that is what fuels you, and that is what will help to push you forward. And to not let these things take away from you, but to try and use that energy of that frustration of, no, I'm not going to do that, right? I'm not going to let what other people say affect me, and use that as a fuel too, to fuel you forward, to go for this 9 and 10 of cups, right? To go for these 2 10 of pentacles, to go for this ace of cups, to go for these ace of wands, right? Focusing on the positive, to hang in there and not give up. All right, thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.